has a correlation of what you read. Be strong and courageous. Be not dismayed for the king of Assyria, nor for all the multitude. When you look at your enemy always looks stronger than you. Your enemy has a way of making you become defensive. Your enemy has a way of making you feel like you can be defeated. Yet, there was a reason why he allowed people to come of a greater magnitude and number than what they were. Don't allow that to cause you become discouraged. Listen.
For there be more with us
than
with him.
Listen.
With him is an arm of flesh.
See, you got to remember something. People that work against you that are not saved, they work from a carnal aspect. Now, when he talked about an arm of flesh, for them, they're looking at, well, these people got spears. They got shields. They got horses. They got chariots. They got all these different things that's going on here. And you tell me not to be afraid. He's trying to allow them to realize, I know the number is more than you are. I know these people work with carnal weapons, but you got somebody spiritual fighting your battle.
That's right, that's right.
Having the Most High God with them, dark cloud by day, pillar of fire by night, how he manifested himself, didn't stop things from coming at them. It did not change adversity from coming out, but yet he allowed them to see, I'm with you. I'm with you. Now he allowed, by doing these things, that when these people, our forefathers, come along and told the story, we knew God can show himself. We knew he could fight our battles. Now we come in and believe in him by faith. I don't have no pillar that follow me around, but he said, I'll never leave you nor forsake you.
That's right.
I know when he went to children of Israel, he said, as long as you be with me, I'll be with you.
Amen.
If I don't forsake God, he will not forsake me.
That's right.
Therefore, I understand this concept. Listen to the book. And you jump over and give me Deuteronomy 20:1. Listen to the book.
But with us is the Lord our God to help us.
Is that flesh to help them? We got somebody spiritual fighting our battle. How many times I told the church, how do you know he's a healer if you've never been sick? How you know he's an overcomer if you've never been under? Overcome means you're under something, isn't that right? How do you know? How you know that he's a deliverer if you've never been in a situation to be delivered? How do you know he's a way maker when your way always been the same? Somebody's got to be a witness.
Amen.
Don't you know when the 12 were chosen because it had already been prophesied in the book of Revelation about the apostles sitting on them 12 thrones? That number had to change.
That's right.
When Peter stood up and he talked to him in the book of Acts of the Apostles, he said, must one be ordained to take this apostleship?
That's right.
One monkey don't stop no show.
That's right.
If you want serve and you want to obey, God got somebody that'll take your place.
That's right. That's right.
Judah didn't throw him out.
That's right.
He didn't sit around and say, well, we just got to empty seat. No, sir. Must one be ordained.
Amen.
That's right.
If Matthias and Boswell would have been running their mouth, why he didn't pick me? He could have picked me then. Don't even worry about it waiting. Have to why some lots get cast.
Right.
Let me tell you how God will work for you, just in a carnal aspect. Olympics. What's this young girl name? Jones?
Marion Jones.
Marion Jones. Think about you train hard and you labor. I didn't use you. Use you. That come confused right now. Stop. Look at how when she won a person that was second place. Probably felt in it hard. I should have won. I trained. I worked. I didn't though. Look how the Lord suffered a year later for it to come up. Steroids had been used. Look at this. Years later, I think she stopped running by this time, didn't she?
Yeah.
That let you know here for a saint he can't get consolation. Time is never a factor for me.
That's right.
Come years later, she had to come alongside confess it. Now you got to go get number 2. Say, here go number 1.
That's
Look at God.
That's right.
Now if he allows something to happen like that in the corner, what you think he gonna do me if I stay spiritual minded?
Amen.
See, sometimes we so quick to look at somebody else got it before me. If you wait, if it's ordained for you, the devil in hell can't stop you.
That's right.
Number 2 was ordained to win. You know, no doubt somebody might have gave him a prophet said number 2 win in the race, and they look and see number 1 come. They say, God said number 2 win number 1. I ain't trying to question God, you know, but he said number 2 was gonna win. Number 2 didn't win. Number 1 won. But okay, I mean that's what he said. Come back later and said, look, now number 2 get it. You said, look at God. That's why we learn patience.
Amen.
That's right.
Don't never let people get you off key. How many times I taught that your obligation don't change? God's still working. Nothing stops him. He don't care who they crown, who they say. He's still working.
That's right.
I'll get them get the win just to take it back. I'll give it to you. The children of Anak, the giants. When the children of Israel, they sent spies in the 13th chapter book of Acts, 13th chapter book of Numbers. And Moses sent them, and Joshua and Caleb spied the land. They came back. They said, yeah, land, just like you said it was. And it does. It's large, the fruit. We brought back some of the fruit. But the people be giants. So when we looked at it, we look like grasshoppers in their sight. The Bible said Caleb steal the people. He said, let us go up at once and take it. Yes, sir. Isn't that right? Amen. He knew, he said, God be willing. So we be well able to take it.
That's right.
I'm not fearing any man.
That's right.
No, God fight our battle.
Amen.
You'll find something that happened to him. And it's simply because this is what you don't understand. When you see situations that come up and you see the children of Israel stand on it, it was because of past history. When you got experience with something, it's hard to throw me. Now I got a certain style of something, you said they ain't going to work. You just keep talking. I've done this before now. I'm telling you, it ain't going to work. Keep running your mouth. I got experience here. When you start telling me what God won't do and I done seen him do it, keep running your mouth. I know he's going to work it out.
That's right.
Amen.
But when you have no experience, you have no history, it's hard to believe. That's right. This is what happened right here in Hezekiah. Listen to this. 2 Chronicles chapter 32, verse 8, verse 9.
Still verse 8.
Verse 8. Listen.
Amen. But with us is the Lord our God to help us.
Now, this is what happened now.
And to fight our battles.
And to fight our battle. Listen.
And the people rested themselves upon the words of Hezekiah, the king of Judah.
You know what? Words have power. Words have meaning. So you mean to tell me, here I am, King of Syria, all that multitude. And he said, the Lord with us to fight us. Oh, okay. No, not just because of what he said. Look at what they had in the law. This is Deuteronomy chapter 20 and verse 1.
Amen.
See, that's why I tell people, listen, they got insufficient leadership, insufficient teaching when you X out the Old Testament. Listen to what happened in Deuteronomy 20 and 1. Listen to the book.
When thou goest out to battle against thine enemies.
Whoa, when you go out, so the king of Syria, one of our friends. When thou goest out to battle against thine enemy.
And seest horses and chariots.
More than who?
And a people more than thou.
Whoa, be not afraid of the king of Syria, nor all the multitude that be with him.
That's right.
They already had the law. Had they not had the law, so don't be what? I got the law. He came speaking the same thing we've already been taught.
That's right.
Listen.
Amen. Be not afraid of them.
Yes.
For the Lord thy God is with thee.
Did Hezekiah say something wrong? I tell the church to believe God, stand on it. All I do is say what the prophet said.
Amen.
When Paul, in the 26th chapter of the book of Acts of the Apostles, when he spoke to Festus, he said, the Bible said, he said with a loud voice, said, Paul, thou art beside thyself. Right. So much learn to do and make it thee man. When he spoke to him, he asked him, believest thou the prophets? That's right. That's what he asked the king, believest thou the prophets? Because if you believe them, you ought to know what I'm speaking bold. Right. If you believe them, you ought to know what I'm saying, that Jesus is the Christ.
That's right.
But when you don't have this information, you don't believe the prophet, you don't have no strength in no battle. That's right. Listen to the book.
Amen.
Come on.
For the Lord thy God is with thee, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
Yeah. And give me say that Psalm, is it 26, I think, and about 5. Hold that for me and see. Go ahead.
And it shall be.
It shall be.
When ye are come nigh unto the battle.
Listen, when you get nigh unto the battle, you know what's good? This is what he told you. When you get ready to fight, I want you to consider now, he done already told us how to do this. When you get now in a war, when you got your enemy against you and you see people more than you, bigger than you and got more weapons than you, it shall be when you approach nigh unto the battle. This is what he told you to do.
That the priest shall approach and speak unto the people.
Yeah.
And shall say unto them.
What are they going to say?
Hear, O Israel.
Yeah.
Ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies.
You see that? Somehow that's why you need the man of God. You need somebody to give you the encouraging word, because you're going to faint. Listen.
Let not your hearts faint.
Listen, don't let your heart faint.
Fear not, and do not tremble.
Now you can understand when John told you in 1